Hey everybody, oh that was weird, I popped in for a little late there. Hey everybody, welcome to Ziggy Plays the Park. Normally I would be streaming this game, but I noticed that I was having some issues, some technical issues with having it run correctly, so let's see how that works out. But anyway, this will be up on YouTube, obviously, because this is where you'll be watching it if you are. And I do stream on Twitch, so you can find all the links to that below and whatnot. Anyway, let's just get started. Jump into a new game. I've played 15 seconds of it just to see how things worked and how, you know, how it looked, and hopefully we control a little better. We'll see, though. I don't know if the game is just not well optimized, or maybe my computer is not quite good enough, though I have the system requirements, and I think the recommended ones as well. And, it still is, like, kind of choppy. So who knows? Not me. Yeah, right off the bat, I've noticed that the loading times are a little long. A little bit long. They're not terribly long. A little bit. But yeah, so this is... Oh,
I always return to Atlantic
we'll get subtitles
Island
on here
Park.
in a little bit, by the way. So I'll be quiet. So, until that happens.
Where's Mr. Bear?
Her eyes
I
didn't look
haven't
quite
seen
right.
Mr. Bear, Callum. Stay in the car. I'll go and ask information.
Alright, so we're in game. So real quick, we're going to turn on subtitles so you guys can have something to listen to as we go along. Enable subtitles. I'm going to try to keep these episodes to about half an hour, if I can. But we'll see. There might not be a good stopping point at half an hour. Might end it a little early, depending on, you know, what feels good, what feels natural. Atlantic Island Park.
Attention, patrons. The park is now closed. Please make your way to the car park at your earliest convenience.
You guys see that? That was weird. I thought there was like a pop-in over there, but I could be wrong. Alright. What's the name of the park? Atlantic Island Park. Park 4. So we have park shuttles. This is an Unreal Engine 4, by the way. I don't know if that means anything to anybody. It looks about as good as I would see in an Unreal Engine 3 game. The lighting effects might be a little bit better. That was a weird cutscene. Just like brought me over to it. Oh god, a park manager. How terrible.
Hey, Lorraine.
Do I have
Lorraine.
a hatchet on my necklace?
Don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People
Am I a
lose
juggalo?
things all the time. Take a deep
I'm a little
breath.
confused.
Think about the last place you saw your son's teddy bear. Hey, stop! I think your boy just ran into the park. I'll unlock the gates for you.
Oh no. My boy just ran into the park. Lighting effects are nice. Got some cool God Ray stuff going on here. And I really like that font for what's going on here. The carnival font. All the cute little clouds. This is a little run down, but I could see this totally being like a run-of-the-mill amusement park. Press right. Mouse button to shout to call Callum. Alright.
Callum, where are you going?
Over here.
Sean.
Callum, I told you to wait in the car.
This way, Mommy.
Alright, so we get some audio cues if we shout to our son. All heavy rain style. You have a interesting looking face, sir. Nathaniel Winter, welcome to Atlantic Island Park. Oh, dude, escalators. That one's broken.
There's something special about the entrance to an amusement park. A line drawn between the real world and the world of whimsy within.
Oh, we can't even
On this
walk.
side, the apathy of our everyday lives. And on the other,
There's probably a
anything
reason
we
why
might dare to dream.
most games don't let
It's
you
no wonder Callum ran back inside.
don't let you look
wouldn't wanna
at your
leave
whole
either.
body when you look down.
Attention employees.
Looks
The
a little
park
goofy,
is
but
now
it's cool that we can see our necklace.
Have a safe journey home.
It's a nice depth of field effect that they do there. Oh man. Oh no. Oh god. This is the longest escalator ride of anyone's life. Took me 100 years to get up here. Oh, it's all like all rusty and Silent Hill like now. Cool. No problem then. In we go.
Oh
Pop.
God.
You're gonna get tetanus.
Park. What happened here?
There were no trash cans. People didn't recycle.
Come
To
back.
toggle
Callum.
running. Okay. It's not hold shift to run. It's to toggle
It's
running.
easy to get lost here.
So we have Sideshow Alley, Bumper Cars, House of Horrors, Tunnel of Tales, Octotron, Ferris Wheel, and Roller Coaster. So I'm guessing we'll get to explore all of those little areas before the game is over. I just finished Soma not that long ago, and had a similar thing going on where you have like the map of what is essentially going to be the entire game.
Callum, stay where you are.
He's a fast little bastard. We'll get him in a second. Like a colored carousel thing there. The mascot is pretty cute, despite being decrepit and run down. I guess we'll just go to the first area. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot for me to look at or interact with. Like, I don't think I can go in here and, like, check out what's inside. And looks like things are pretty closed. I haven't had the ability to, like, interact with things yet, so I guess we'll just go to, maybe a House of Mirrors or something. Oh. Again, I have the settings on medium because things weren't running so great. It looks pretty good. Obviously, I guess they just changed the draw distance to be super short. The weird thing is, like, the game is pretty, but it's not like the most pretty or, like, computer-intensive game that I think I've run, and despite that, the game doesn't run that well on the higher settings for me. I mean, I guess we could try. Let's try it out. I mean, this is just an experiment. We'll see. Might have been because I had a bunch of stuff going, but who knows? Well, look. Continue game. Nah. Yeah. It's a little framey there. It's weird. It's just bizarre. Like, maybe the textures are just really high res or something. Really high resolution textures. Oh god. Now it won't go back. We've goofed it. Okay, and we're back. So yeah, I guess just don't change the settings mid-game. Cause now everything's fine again. Oh no. Alright, we know we need a flashlight to go in there. Carrie Killian is Satan's whore. Satan's whore. Rita. Alright, so we'll go in the big clown mouth a little bit later. The candy house. Sweet. It's my kind of place. Okay, we have a... You can't see it, but we had an autosave thing underneath my face there in the bottom right corner. Alright, we have like a squirrel mascot going on here. Some cool audio design. So far, that's my favorite part. The sounds. Sounds are really nice. That's an interesting way to decide to do that. I think having it glow or something would have been better. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about examine shoe.
I think this belongs to Callum.
I love that you can see the shadow of it. And, like, we're not interacting with it with our hands. It's just kind of floating in front of us. That's pretty... Oh, Jesus. Alright, well, okay. And it just disappeared. Alright, cool. Examine plaque. It feels like the N64 where it's all the texture. It's probably what it is the texture is always facing you. But it's cute. Alright. What do we have here?
Chad
Squirrel
the
Man.
Chipmunk, huh?
Oh, it's a chipmunk. My bad.
Just a drunk guy in a suit.
Chad the Chipmunk welcomes you to the Atlantic Island Park. Sorry, Chad can be seen in the daily sculpting shows in the following locations. 11 a.m. Sideshow Alley, 1 p.m. the Octotron, 3 p.m. Park entrance. Chad the Chipmunk, worst in class. Chad can't even seem to pass. Chad gets angry, likes to fight. Chad is beaten every night. Chad will have a dead-end job. Chad will die a useless slob. How sad. I like you, Chad. You're a cute dude. Do you think that's actually him? He's not breathing, so it's either not him or he's a zombie. Alright, read
What's
handwritten
this?
note. Oh god. Okay. Purchase the land of the Solomon Island for pittance. I might add whatever old Archie Henderson did to the locals. Just the mention of his name had people slamming doors and locking shutters from the moment I arrived on the island. My lawyers had arranged everything in advance, but the realtor still had to come and deliver the keys to me personally. He took it upon himself to offer me another warning. I don't know what you're planning to do with the land, Mr. Winter, but the soil here is bitter and the curse carried from the old country. Old man Henderson, he did terrible, dark things. The land remembers, sir. I dismissed him shortly. Sorry, this font's a little weird. Rewards. What? Afterwards. It's all like smudged out. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. I dismissed him shortly afterwards, mostly amused by his pathetic attempts at warning me off. I have a great vision of this place, and we'll see that the vision comes to the very end. Atlantic Island Park, the name is perfect, and I cannot imagine it being anything else. This is the start of something amazing. Alright, so Mr. Winters buys this island. Something terrible happened here before he came to the island. Can we open this door? No. It's just the light. The lighting cues tell me I should be able to open this door, right? Like, the lights are telling us which way to go. We have this path. The lights are telling us to go this direction. Even on the Chipmunk, lights facing this way. So we're going this way, we're going this way. We read the note. We stop to look around a moment. Yo, the only other, like, out of place thing is this restroom door with light. We can't interact with it. Interesting design choice. There's been a few of them so far. But it is what it is. Nothing too major. They're minor gripes. And, you know, I'm not a game designer, so, you know, take everything I say with a grain of salt.
Wait, Callum!
Did we see our son? Atlantic Island Park.
Callum, stay where you are!
Stay where you are. Oh, we got a sweet as hell.
Come on, Mommy.
What? Son?
Don't hide from me, Callum!
Yeah, where are you? Alright. Can I jump in? Ride Swan. It's the best action I've taken all day. I hear people talking. It's a small world after all. I don't remember the name of how the song goes. It's been years, but I remember it used to scare the shit out of me. The ride did, not the song. That, I can't be mad at that because that might look better on high quality. It could also just be like, if they're going for ride look, that's really good too. Like if it's projected onto the ceiling, because I could totally see that being a thing, like an amusement park ride.
Near a great forest, there lived a poor woodcutter, his wife and his 2 children. A boy named Hansel and a girl named Gretel.
Okay.
They were very poor and had very little to bite or sup.
Very little to bite or sup. Sup is a weird way to say drink.
What will become of us? The woodcutter asked his wife one night. I tell you what, husband, we will take the children into the thickest part of the forest tomorrow and abandon them there.
Whoa!
No, my wife, I cannot do that, said the man. Then we will all 4 starve, you fool.
Alright. So I'm guessing...
Hansel and Gretel
Alan, where did you
overheard
go?
their parents talking, and Gretel began to weep. Do not fret, Gretel,
So,
Hansel said. He crept out of the hut and gathered white stones from the ground to fill his
I don't want
buckets.
to talk over this, but I might also talk over this, is why there's subtitles. So this might just be like a foreshadowing. We have the little
The next
woodcutter's
morning,
axe on
the
our neck.
woodcutter leads the children into the forest. Before they leave,
You know, it's about our
mother
child
gives
running
them a
away,
slice
but
of
perhaps
bread
maybe we
and
abandoned
warns
our
them
child
they
or
will
one
get
of our
no
children
more
in an amusement
food
park, or
that
both of
day.
our children in an amusement park. I don't know if we have more than one.
Clever Hansel leaves a trail
up, dog?
of white stones behind them as they pass into the woods. When their father leaves them, the children
Great
wait
pose you
for
have
him,
going. This is an
then
action
follow
pose.
the trail back to their parents' house.
Were we not supposed to see that because we were looking off to the side?
After
I like that
receiving
kind of
thorough
stuff a
scolding
lot.
from
I
their
like
parents for
the
getting
idea
lost
that
in the woods,
whatever
the
that is
children
scary.
are sent to bed without any supper. Hansel tried to sneak out and collect more white stones, but found that the door was locked.
I like the idea that the scary
Tomorrow I
things
will
might
take
not
them to the
necessarily
woods
be in
myself,
focus, and then
the white
you'll just find them looking
woodcutter.
around. But yeah, it is what it is.
In the morning,
pretty
their
okay.
mother gave them a slice of bread and led them deep into the forest once again.
This time, handle these breadcrumbs. My visions.
Hansel broke his bread into pieces and left a trail of breadcrumbs to lead them safely home. But hungry-eyed birds snatched up the breadcrumbs and his trail was destroyed.
Oh no! Trail was destroyed.
Abandoned by their parents and unable to find
There was
the
a
trail
big
home,
rocking
the
sound, and
children
I'm wondering
wandered
if
in the forest for 3 days.
there was actually something going on there. I hope it's not too dark, but it's pretty dark on screen. Like, the main thing I can see is this. There's lighting effects on the
The
ceiling,
children stumbled into a clearing with an exceedingly strange house.
and like the swan,
Its walls were made of
like
gingerbread,
some of the water in front
and
of
its
me.
windows were panes of clear sugar.
Like, I can't see into
Hansel,
that abyss over there.
desperately hungry, ran forward and began to nibble on the walls.
Don't eat the house, you fool. So is everything here like Hansel and Gretel themed?
Nibble, nibble, little mouse. Who is nibbling at my house?
I like his old lady voice. It's kind
An
of cute.
old woman emerged from the house, sniffing the air and peering around with cloudy eyes.
Are we gonna get eaten by a witch?
Oh, dear children,
Are we the witch?
brought you here.
No, I think we're the
Just
mom.
come in and stay with me. No harm.
The Overgarden. It reminds me of Tim Curry's
But
voice.
Hansel and Gretel stayed
No,
back,
not Tim Curry.
for the old woman
The guy from Monty
reminded
Python.
of their
His
cruel
voice is Adelaide of the Forest in Over the
Come,
Garden Wall.
children, don't be afraid. I have something
I can't remember
for
his
you.
name for some reason.
The old woman offered them 2 enormous lollipops. The children took them and began to eat. You see, nothing to fear here.
I'm hoping the subtitles don't go underneath my
Inside. The
webcam
old
thing
woman
there at the
urged,
bottom.
And the children, still
It
licking
looks
their
like they
sweets,
stop after a certain
followed.
length regardless. But if I see that it's gonna... What the...
Once inside the house, the old woman
Okay.
changed. She stuffed Hansel into a cage and put Gretel to
weird.
work, sweeping and cleaning
Hello?
her hut. Your brother will make
I
a
was like,
good
what's that
mouthful,"
orange at the
the
top of
old
the
witch
swan?
told Gretel.
The beak of the swan.
Once he is fattened up, I shall feast upon him.
This is a long-ass duck ride. Woo!
Time passed, and poor Hansel
Man,
refused to eat.
It's like I'm back in kindergarten
fearing
again.
the day that the witch would eat him. The witch, for her
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
part, grew impatient. Today, I will cook and eat your brother, Gretel.
How many people don't know this
Climb
story?
inside and light the oven. But Gretel pretended not to understand. I do not know how. Where is the opening? Fool, the old witch said. The opening is here. And she moved to show Gretel.
I think Gretel kicked her
Seizing
ass.
her courage,
per
brave
usual.
Gretel gave the witch a shove, and the old crone tumbled forward.
We need to start
into the
calling
oven.
people crones more
Gretel
often. It's a
slid
great
a large
insult.
iron bolt over the door to the oven.
Oof.
Gretel freed her brother Hansel, and together they lit a
pacing of
fire
this
beneath
segment
the oven.
Is
And
like
though she screamed
a little
and begged,
weird.
the children sat by the oven until her screams had stilled, and the witch was cooked.
I don't know. Like, the fairy tale is creepy.
And then Because
As fairy
even
tales usually
children
are.
can't survive on sweets. They divided up the body of the old witch and ate her.
I don't know. I think they could have cut out parts of that, or maybe increase the speed of the swan, because that was like super long. That was a really long swan ride. Oh no! Our swan is like half melted and crying. Is that melted? Is it blood? I think it's melted. Rip. How sad. I'd be sad too, swan, if half my face was melted off my body. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go. Onward! Swans, gingerbread, and chocolate. Sweet. Yeah, then you can't see like the melty side of the face from this side. That's pretty cool. I like that. I don't know.
Hansel and Gretel. I used to read it to Callum when the electricity was shut off. Those poor children. The whole world against them. The forest, the birds, the old witch, even their own parents.
Right, we already came this
I
way.
used to imagine that Callum and I were the kids in that story. Not mother and son, but brother and sister, hand in hand against the unkind world.
And then we ate
We were
everybody.
always hungry, looking for our own house made of candy, looking for the sweetness that could take the pain away. Hunger leads people to desperate, terrible places where the tree branches reach like claws.
Yeah, so it seems like why are you monologuing to yourself? That's so weird. But
Where did you go?
it seems like we're like a family in poverty, just like in the story. And I don't think we're at, I think that was intentionally to throw us off. I thought that was like a weird looking like face in the ground. He's like, ah, but it's just like a plastic bag or something. Clipping from the ground. I think you're definitely supposed to be the mother and the son kind of thing, and hence the hatchet. Ugh. That's where my vote lies right now. That's what I'm thinking. But we'll see. You know, and we're basically abandoned our son at this amusement park.
Another accident. This place.
Oh no, park maintenance. It's all bloody. We found the teddy bear. He's been knifed though. Despite the constant interruptions to work, Atlantic Island Park will be opening on time. What is that? I can't even. The governor is booked to cut. The governor. Okay, that G is so weird looking. The governor is booked to cut the ribbons, so only the real question is whether we will have any customers. I'm not truly worried. The customers will come out of simple curiosity. I deduced what was needed from the banned writings of Archie Henderson. It's astonishing to think that a resonance of positive emotions can be used to fuel such a process. Henderson himself chose to use negative, and that caused some of the taint that still lingers in this place. Henderson used negative? I will not make the same mistakes. Very soon I will know this has all been for nothing. Wait, what? If it's all been for nothing. Okay. That makes more sense. I don't know. And here's my qualms, and I'm not saying to compare the two games because I know that Frictional is a much bigger company and they've worked on more stuff. But like, Soma ran fine and it worked well on like high settings, even though, you know, like all this stuff was physics interactable. Maybe this stuff is, but there's a lot more going on there. But there were a few framing issues there, so. And it's apples and oranges, right? So I shouldn't be comparing them anyway, but in my head, I want to compare them because they're kind of similar in that they're both horror games where you just walk around. Alright, so. Oh, sweet. It's an octopus. Well, I don't know. I think, I'm interested. I'm interested to see what's going on. And, I think we'll call the first episode here. I know it's not quite 30 minutes. It's like 25 or so. but I think that's fine. Let's end it here. Cool. Well, everybody, thank you for watching. I hope you stick around and watch the rest of it. I'm interested to see what's going on, and I hope you all have a wonderful, awesome day. Alright, thanks.